Hello and welcome to a new YouTube video of Tech Guru Gautam Prasad on rigging. Rigging is a very pervasive terminology. Rigging talks about many things that especially deals with material transportation from one place to another in a safe manner. Safety is an integral part of rigging. So, what is rigging? Let's first understand. Rigging is the process of moving, securing the load basically, or putting down the loads using mechanical equipments. It involves using equipments like cranes, weights, chain blocks, winch system, etc. Rigging is a common work process in many manufacturing industry or construction sites or shipyards, etc. So, be it any kind of the industry, rigging is its integral part. So, every industry as such has to deal with something called rigging. Rigging is integral part of any industrial activity as such. So, rigging requires precise planning, expert skill, and a specialized equipment depending on the type of the load because various industries have different types of the loads. So, the rigging required for various industries are different. Now, rigging involves something called rigging tools and tackles. It also deals with wire rope. So, wire rope slings. Now, there is a certain difference between wire rope and wire rope slings. Slings are basically made out of the wire rope. They are cut into the desirable length of the pieces, and eyes are formed in those slings. Basically, that helps the load in lifting. So that we will discuss later, but for this place, only this much. Knot making is also the part of rigging. Scaffolding happens to be the part of rigging. A scaffold is basically, for supporting man and material and working at certain height. Rigging equipments is also the part of rigging. Chain slings, web slings, height and working at height. Height test is also conducted at our institution where we are teaching the rigging. So height test is an integral part of the rigging activity. Now this is a picture of a construction site. Now you can see certain material has been lifted and it is hanging with the help of a mobile crane. So this is a mobile crane basically, and this length is called boom of the mobile crane. So it is lifted hydraulically. You can see the hydraulic piston here, and this is electrically operated from the cabin of this mobile crane, and the operator knows how to control it, how to lift and lower the beam. So basically, mm, uh, uh, these are the supports on the earth. This truck is supported on four, pillar-like a structure, and that is called outrigger. So webbings are also the part of this, load lifting process. As you can see, number of webbings have been, especially of pink color. Pink color webbing is of high capacity, so pink color webbing has been used. Hook and C block, and this is an important part of load lifting. This is the hook, and this portion is the C block, basically on which it contains the wheel, which this steel wire rope rests on, and the hoisting is enabled with the help of motorized. uh, equipment. So, what are the considerations here about the rigging? Rigging, the most important consideration in the rigging is the safety, because safety has to be taken care of at any cost, because heavy loads involve heavy dangers, heavy, possibility of accidents. So, due care has to be taken while lifting the heavy loads. Balance, basically, when you are lifting the load has to stay balanced. Otherwise, a slight unbalance can cause accident at any point of time. A center of gravity of the load. The load center of gravity of the load must be in line with the hook, and if it is going out, then there is a chance of unbalance of the load, and again there is a possibility of accident. Sling strength has to be taken care of when you are lifting the load, because it has to, take care of the load. So the strength of the load must be able to bear the load. So its capacity has to be chosen carefully. SWL of the mobile crane. Now, if you are lifting the load uh, has to be known. Weight of the load has to be known, and accordingly, you have to select the crane. The crane must be able to lift the load, and it should not load should not go beyond the capacity of the lifting crane, mobile crane. Operator's skill is also important, because unskilled operator may lead to accident or unsafe situation or hazard. Power lines often pose a great threat at the working site, and this is very important to take care of the power lines. As you can see in the picture, on the back side of this mobile crane, power lines are passing through, and when you are working at the site, especially, your boom is not going to touch the power line in any case. That has to be taken care of. Soil condition is important from the point of view that your mobile crane should not, get unbalanced because of the loose soil, and unbalanced crane definitely can, lose balance on the load, and again there is a threat or the danger of accident. Mobile crane signals. Now, this is another important part of the mobile crane, because the operator depends on the mm, rigger who signals him for operating the crane. When it has to be lifted, when it has to be, lowered, when it has to be uh, take a right swing or left swing or anything like that. Whatever he has to do, he has to be instructed by a qualified and responsible person. So that these things are very important in the rigging. At the top is the safety. Chain blocks for the medium and the light loads from 10 to 50 tons. Basically, up to 20 meters of the height, this chain block is used, not beyond the 20 feet of height. I'm sorry, not 20 meters, it is 20 feet. So, below 20 feet, if we have to manage the load or lift the load and transfer it, then the chain blocks are most suitable equipment, rigging equipments, and you can take help of this. This comes in different configurations. Sometimes chain blocks are pneumatically operated, electrically operated, or manually operated. So anything could be the situation, and this also comes in different constructions, like some of the uh, lifting chains have ratchet handle, with the help of which you can lift the load. So ratchet handle basically moved up and down to, you know operate the crane, and there is a lever on the ratchet handle uh, on the chain block that decides the direction of uh, mm, the load lifting. Basically, if it will be lowered or raised, that is decided by the lever. So that's it. When people come for the practical, we show that how it works and what is the function of the lever. Here, EOT crane based material handling has been shown, and depends what kind of load is there. Especially heavy loads are, taken care of by EOT cranes. Like you can see here, 260 plus 125 and slash 20 ton. That means it has got auxiliary hoist also apart from main hoist. So basically, it is written like that. So this is a double girder crane. You can see there are two girders in this picture. One is this, and the other is behind that. So this is a double girder crane. Here on the right side picture also, this is double girder crane. So load lifting is very important. Again, the safety is and great aspect here also when we are talking about the EOT cranes. Uh, Signals that we have talked in the case of mobile crane, signals in the crane of EOT cranes are also important. Nowadays, we are mostly depending on the, walkie-talkies. One piece of the walkie-talkie is given to the operator, and the other piece is kept at the person with the person who has the role of instructing the crane operator. So basically, this eliminates the possibility of uh, any miscommunication or communication gap. So in the case of the signal, sometimes it happens that the operator is not able to see properly or understand properly, and that is why communication gap occurs, and that leads to accident. So in order to avoid possibility of accident, the communication has to be clear between the operator and the rigger who instructs him to, operate the crane. Here, the forklifts have been shown, and this is used for the light material handling, basically in a workshop or in the warehouses where the materials have to be kept at height on the rack. Basically, it lifts up to certain height and places it on different racks according to the material shorting. So basically, this is a great piece of machine that you know mm, uh, uh, does lots of work like a workhorse and you know uh, extends a great help to the industrialists. Now, this in this slide, I have shown conveyor belts. This is also used for material handling, but it is used for bulk material handling. See, materials are of two types. One is called unitary material, and the other is called bulk material. Unitary material is basically a kind of the material that you can count on fingers. So, like one, two, three pieces of the coils or anything that is produced can be counted, and it can be transported in pieces. So here, belt conveyors are used for bulk material handling, and they are a great piece of machinery. Trucks are also used for the transportation of certain materials like hot rolled coils or cold rolled coils. So here, trucks have been shown uh, transporting coils. Trains or wagons are also very important in material handling and basically bulk material handling. They do a wonderful job. Number of wagons, tons of loads reaches from one place to another in any country. Uh, the crude oil, as has been shown in the bottom right uh, picture, you can see uh, oils, crude oils, refined oils, or any kind of liquid like that is transported from one corner of the country to another corner, or one state to another state with the help of these wagons or trains. So they are also a great lot helpful in material handling. See, when I'm talking about the material handling, as it is not as such, I have forgotten the rigging part. This material handling is an integral part of the rigging, and safety, material handling, all these things go hand in hand. So sometimes they are understood synonymously. So that has not to be mistaken. Rigging plays a vital role in securing the load when it comes to the rigging part. So how to make the material move safely, that is the part of the rigging, so that no accidents takes place, no spillage takes place, and material reaches from one place to another in safe manner. Thank you very much. Hope you have understood the subject of rigging very nicely, and definitely you will like this video. And you can comment and tell me what you need in these videos, what more you need basically, and what you want me to do in the subsequent videos. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.